Alright, boys, 13 February 2025. Question, would I ever buy a product and I see a shortcoming with it, I would never talk about it because I bought the product and I've got too much pride to admit it? The answer is no. You see that there, Element Optics Helix 1500. I do like this piece of equipment. This is a laser rangefinder that has where you can set the ballistics in it for a rifle or air gun round, okay? And it does compensate for incline-decline angle, okay? It's based on the yardage. It's based on how you set it up using the Element Ballistics app. So I need to show you this here, or I can't really show it to you sitting in this truck. That's where I'm at, so I've got good audio here. You look at this chart here. Now, this is my 17HM2, the way I've got it set up here. All right. You see what I've got set up. Okay. Now, you can set in wind direction. The only problem is with this device, however you've got the wind programmed into it is the way it stays. You cannot change that in the field. Unless you've got maybe a cell phone with an app in it, then you could change it. But that might be a pain in the ass from shot to shot doing, okay? So what I've got dialed into it is I've got a 2-mile-an-hour crosswind coming from the right dialed in. Now, I could dial in more wind, okay? I could dial in like a 4-mile-an-hour, and when it tells me, you see this over here, see this windage MOA? That's the 2-mile-an-hour data. Right here's 100 yards. See it right there, 100 yards. And it's giving me the data right there. See that, left 0.9 MOA. Okay, if you decide to buy this piece of equipment, be advised. Now, unless there's something I'm missing, okay, meaning I'm not doing something correctly, I've got this 2-mile-an-hour wind. Now, I could change this. Matter of fact, what we'll do is we're going to look. See this? See right there what it says? 100 yards, 0.86 to raise this gun up for MOA to hit at 100 yards. You see that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this wind speed. We're going to change it to 15 miles an hour. Okay? That's what I did. You see that? We're back over here at 100 yards. See, that number didn't change. On this screen, on this iPad, that number didn't change. If I pair this rangefinder and I upload profile 4 with that wind in there, when I laser something at 100 yards, that number is not going to be in the window of this rangefinder for hold. It's going to change it because crosswind does affect elevation of a rifle bullet and a pellet. Okay? So you get to see that in the rangefinder. You don't get to see it on here, on the actual app, on the cell phone or the iPad. Okay? And you may be confused in the wild or when you buy one of these things, okay? So I could pair this device right now, and all I got to do is hit the red button on it. Sometimes it takes a little while to pair, and it'll come up down here, and it'll allow me to update, select a profile to update. Okay, so just be advised, it's going to change crosswind. Now, the degree setting is going to play a part, meaning I'm at 90. I'm at a full right to left crosswind there, currently at 15 miles an hour. Well, that's going to affect that number right there, 0.86. That's with no wind. Okay. And this thing, when you point it at the target, it's going to reflect that. It's going to give you a different hold for elevation. Okay. And I've looked at this multiple times, and I don't see any way to make this screen reflect what this thing shows. Sort of strange, huh? Anyway, I thought I would share this, you know. Like I said, I don't think it's anything that I am doing wrong. So this thing seems to maybe be working right now. Let me bring this up. Right versus left hand twist rate versus the wind direction being, you know, a crosswind drives what happens. So you get different effects with a right versus left. Now, there's some talk where people say a pellet acts reverse than a rifle bullet or an airgun slug. All right, as far as the twist rate, direction versus the direction the crosswind is coming from. So I don't know how this thing, is it geared to pellets or is it geared to rifle slugs and rifle bullets when it's changing the elevation MOA based on the amount of crosswind in the direction. I don't know, okay? Not yet anyway. That's going to conclude the video. Again, this is the Element Optics Helix 1500 laser rangefinder. This is the Element Optics Ballistic app. You see it right there. Okay, this is free. You can use this even with a regular rangefinder if you want the elevation part. And you could also look at the wind. You wouldn't see it in your rangefinder necessarily, okay? But, you know, I used HM2 shooting from memory there for a few years, boys. All right? But I didn't use this program. I used a different software. That's going to conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed.